Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go. This is wild. I swear, at this point, I can't tell if they're all of them, this unbelievably, truly, deeply, madly stupid, or if they are just thumbing their nose at the new fans, thinking that they can do nothing about any of this. CBS launching WNBA tip-off. Okay, that sounds fine. A pregame featuring, Renee. They not like us. They not like us. We do not want them here. We don't want those fans. Montgomery and Dawn Staley as analysts, along with Sarah Kustok as host. CBS Sport to debut WNBA tip-off. And guess when it's debuting? Yes, the day of the Fever Sky. I think that's Fever. Yeah, Fever Sky game on June 7th. CBS. Is there really no process? Is there no system in place? Is there no vetting? And by the way, to that point, why is an owner doing this? I don't really personally think that this is something an owner should be involved in. I mean, if Renee Montgomery wants to have her own podcast that she does on her own, not associated with the WNBA or sports media that has a deal with the WNBA, I get it. I do. Go not be like me as much as you want. I do not care. But allowing an owner, and not only an owner that we know does not like the new fans that Caitlin Clark has brought in, does not want the new fans that Caitlin Clark has brought in to be here. Someone who is clearly very adversarial to the new fans, who thinks very little of them, who thinks they are all of the ists and the isms and the phobes that we've heard over and over and over again. And Dawn Staley is no different. She's just a little smarter about it. But again, remember, Dawn Staley has been outspoken on multiple race hoaxes and has never apologized. The volleyball one out in Utah, where the player made the accusation that someone called her, a certain word. And of course, there was a huge investigation. The media was all over it. And again, like we found with the Fever and that the investigation from the WNBA, despite all of the people around this supposed fan who did this, who didn't hear anything. None of the other players on the volleyball court with this player heard anything. Literally, no one else there heard anything. And there is, of course, no video or audio evidence. Dawn Staley, and that was, I believe, Duke, and Brigham Young. I think it was Brigham Young, or was it Utah? It was out in Utah. Let me know in comments below. I think it was Brigham Young. It's been a long time since I've seen anything written about that. Okay, those are the schools, though. Dawn Staley is a basketball coach at South Carolina. And after this, she comes out and says she's going to boycott games. I don't even think they actually played them, but she was going to boycott games against the school whose fan supposedly said this at a volleyball match. Of course, when it turned out to be a hoax, Dawn Staley never got up and apologized. Every once in a while, she likes to throw Fever fans a bone and say something positive about Caitlin Clark, and they eat it up. And I understand that because you get so few people who are known in the WNBA space that say anything positive about Caitlin Clark. But this is a FU to the Indiana Fever fans. This is an FU to Caitlin Clark fans by CBS to put Renee, they not like us, Montgomery, and Dawn Staley on a pregame tip-off show on CBS. I mean, you couldn't. Well, I was going to say you couldn't pick two worse people, but I mean, I guess you could. You could have gone. Maybe you could go with Cheryl Swoops and Natalie Esquire could do a show together. That might be cool. Um, because they're not doing a show. I mean, obviously, there's all the ladies I could list at ESPN, but they're at ESPN. But yeah, you could. Bell Swoops and Natalie Esquire, they could get involved in this. And of course, people are getting sick of this, about to hear nonstop agendas, got to get away from these old heads, horrible analysts. And that's true, by the way, too. They are terrible at this. Like, there's no reason. I've heard them do enough with this with basketball. There's no reason to have them there. People are just tired of it. Renee Montgomery is not professional. Yeah, LOL. Wow. Oh, yeah, another opportunity for Renee to talk about how awful it is to support the Fever and Caitlin. Oh, oh, this one. By the way, if you're wondering why this is mute, hey, if anyone knows a way to get a hold of this, CC report. And the reason you don't see their followers because they have blocked me, even though I never interacted with me. But because other people let me know, they steal my entire YouTube video, right? Not like a clip. They don't take a clip, which we all do. You take a clip and you show it and maybe you react to it, analyze it, kind of like what I'm doing now here, though there's no clip, but I've done it before. Um, Take entire 8, 10, 12-minute videos of mine to download and then upload to their own Twitter account. And that blue check means they can, make money if they get enough viewers. So basically, they're just stealing entire videos of mine that I create, and I can't get a hold of them because they have me blocked. And Twitter doesn't respond at all. They're terrible, unlike YouTube, which is like extreme the other way. But anyway, so yeah, this is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So CBS is trying to create views, even if it's hate views, I guess. Poor choice, honestly. There are more neutral people that could bring balance in basketball talk. I don't plan on engaging in any of that nonsense aside from this tweet unless they can actually stick to basketball. Montgomery isn't a fan of a team with her "she's not like us" comment. Should be interesting. Yeah, now I did a video. I don't know if it was up yet, so maybe you haven't seen it, but I did a video on Candace Parker and some interesting things she said. And I know she does NBA stuff, but the NBA season obviously is ending soon. Pick Candace Parker for that. How about this? Candace Parker and Cheryl Miller. Fever fans, would you tune in for that pregame show? Cheryl Miller, Candace Parker. That is a pregame show I would tune in for. Not only because they are not out there spouting all the agenda nonsense, they're not out there hating on Caitlin Clark fans and Fever fans. They also are both well-spoken and very knowledgeable about the game of basketball. And I never even thought of this before. Even if it's not CBS, somebody put that pregame, halftime, postgame, whatever it is, put that show together. Make that, and you can get somebody else. I can't think of one right off the top of my head, but I'm sure there is. And make that the equivalent of the NBA's TNT, which of course now is unfortunately gone, inside the NBA show, right? Everybody knows how incredibly popular that show is with Charles and Kenny and unfortunately Shaq. But give me Cheryl Miller and give me Candace Parker and make that a pregame, halftime, postgame show, and I am 100% on board with that. Let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments below. Are you looking forward to seeing a pregame show with Renee, They Not Like Us, Montgomery, and Dawn, I Embrace Hoaxes, Staley? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking out this video. As always, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Go have the day you deserve, and I will talk to you later.